Hey guys, my name's Rylan, and today I'm gonna teach you how to shoot a basketball. So, shooting a basketball is a pretty simple thing. I got footage here of Klay Thompson from the Golden State Warriors because he has one of the best jump shots ever. People study the way he shoots the ball, and I think it would be good to show him in a video on how to shoot a basketball. This is a little bit of a strange video because you know, when you shoot a basketball, you don't really think about what you're doing. You just shoot it. You don't think about all the mechanics that go into it. But if you can master these mechanics, then you'll have an even better shot. So if we start from the bottom up here, then the first mechanic would be foot placement, because when you place your feet and then add force to your shot, that force travels through your knees and then up your quad to your hips and then up through your arms. It's like a reverse waterfall. That's something actually Klay Thompson said in his how to shoot video. Shooting is like a reverse waterfall, nice and fluid and chain reaction. So it starts with the foot placement. So you want your feet to be in a comfortable position. So if you're most coaches will say your toes should be facing the rim, 10 toes towards the rim. That's what my coach told me. You want it to be on a bit of an offset, because if you if you bend your knees with your toes, just straight on, it feels weird. Like you'll feel like a cramp in your shin. So for most people, it's comfortable having a around 10 to 30 degree slant. So if you see this footage here, you'll know what I'm talking about. You still want your toes parallel, facing the same direction, but you want them to have a bit of a offset. Now, if we go ahead and look at the knees, if we look at Klay here again, we see that he only has a slight knee bend when he shoots, barely any. So you want a slight knee bend, or just bend your knees to the point where it feels comfortable. A good metric I use is if your shots are going long, hitting back of the rim, it means you're using too much of your legs, and maybe you should use less knee bend. But personally, just go with what's comfortable, because after all, this is your shot and people have different body proportions. And so if we move up to the torso and the arms, you want your torso to be, well, your torso should be facing the rim, because it would be weird. You'd feel kind of dysfunctioned if, your arms and your torso were like misaligned. So you definitely want your torso to be facing the rim, and you want your arms to start kind of low in this down position that you see right here. So, and then from this down position, you go up into like to this position where the ball's in front of you by your head, and then you go up all in one motion. And you want your offhand, so this is your non-dominant hand or your non-shooting hand. You want that hand to want this hand to be in this position here. Common mistake people make is they'll thumb the ball with their offhand. So their thumb on their left hand, say, it'll push they'll try to use it to get extra power when they're going up. Their left thumb will push it forward a little bit. and that's not good because that messes up the rotation of the ball right before you release it. Speaking of releasing the ball, you should flick your wrist. I can't believe I haven't brought this up yet, but uh, you gotta flick your wrist down to get that backspin on the ball, because that helps it get in easier, because it's less likely for it to rattle out, and if it hits the backboard, it'll come right back in. And even if you're doing all these things and your shots still aren't going in, then the problem is likely that you're not putting up enough shots. You know, every shot needs a different amount of power. Like a shot from mid range is, you know, way different power from a shot from three or from half court. So you gotta practice different shots, you know, to develop your muscle memory. Like your muscle memory can't be there if you aren't doing the shots in the first place. So even if you have the most Klay Thompson form, or heck Steph Curry, you know, that shot still might not go in because you don't have the strength and you don't have the repetitions. And the only way to get that strength and muscle memory is by doing it and putting in that work, you know, putting up hundreds of shots. And but yeah, if I had to summarize the video for you guys, you know, your feet should be placed in a position that's comfortable when you shoot. You know, they should be parallel, facing the same direction, and your torso should be facing that direction as well. And it's recommended for you to have a slight knee bend or whatever's comfortable. And your arms should start low, and then you put them up, and then when you shoot, you come up and flick your wrist. Don't forget to fully extend your arm and hips, guys, because that's how you get the most power. But yeah, that does it for the video. I hope you guys successfully learned a thing or two about shooting a basketball. You know, make sure you get your repetitions in, because that is very important for basketball. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.